Hey fairies, hey, and welcome to a book review. In this video, I'm going to show you the romances that I recommend that I read this year. So the Kane Brothers series, first of all, let me just say I'm so sad that I finished the whole series now because I can't get enough of the Kane brothers. I just love their relationship, first of all, with each other. It's just fantastic. And just the stories. Megan Quinn is so great at making you laugh out loud. She's funny, it's sexy, it's all all the emotions in one, and it's just so freaking great. But mostly her books really make you laugh out loud. It's just she's silly. It's great. I'm gonna start with the very first one, which is Huxley. So Huxley and Lottie, they actually, it was a meet cute. I'm not going to tell you how the meet cute is. You got to read it. It's kind of funny. This one gives enemies to lovers, and it's the chemistry's definitely there, and I love it. The spice now doesn't come until a little bit later in the book, but it's definitely worth it. The spice is definitely real, and it's a good 4. I want to say the spice is up to a 4. This story is about Lottie needs something, and so does Huxley. So they decided they can help each other out in having a fake engagement. Stuff starts hitting the fan. Everything is just crazy, but it works out in the end. And I think this is just such a cute read. Um, and bonus with Megan Quinn books, she has pictures, which I love because yes, I'm an adult, but still the visuals are just top tier as well. So this was the first one. Huxley is the oldest brother. Second, which is my favorite book in the series, is So Not Meant to Be. I love JP. I fangirl over JP 1000%. Okay. JP is my favorite, even though Kelsey is not, because who? Kelsey had me ready to just like DNF, but JP kept me in. JP kept me in. Kelsey will have you very upset, but JP is worth it. So just stick it through. He is so worth it. Um, Obviously, they know each other because of uh, Huxley and Lottie, which is their older siblings. They also work together. So they have to go on a business trip to San Francisco, and they're staying in the same apartment or whatever. So their relationship is getting closer, but Kelsey is just like, no, we're work people, la 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 la. The things that happen in this book are so cute. You can definitely tell that JP had a thing for her from the jump, and he just doesn't know how to go about it. So their journey, top tier. Again, favorite book in the series. You will love JP. And then when you do read this one, come back and tell me how much you love JP too. Okay? Because this one's the last book in the series is the younger sibling, which is Breaker Kane. Breaker is the younger brother of the Kane brothers. And this one is about him and his best friend. So his best friend Leah. His best friend Leah, they both met in college and they've been friends over a decade. No emotional attachments or anything like that, or sexual chemistry, whatever. They just kept this strictly friendship. She ends up getting engaged and has to deal with her mother or soon to be mother-in-law and her mother-in-law. Ooh, y'all. That mother-in-law would have got some words. Let me tell you that. That mother-in-law will have y'all, yeah, she would have got some words. Anyways, so Breaker decided to be her maid of honor and go along with all the bridal things that she needs help with because she doesn't really have any other friends. So he's starting to realize, wait a minute, do I have feelings for my best friend? Yes, I do. So that kind of take a thing all the while Leah is like to her fiance, she's like, why are you like why are you like this, basically. It's good. It's a good read. It's definitely a very slow burn. Things don't happen until later in the book, so don't expect anything in the very beginning. It's just about their friendship and how they came to be and all that like that. Don't expect too much spice in the very beginning. Just wait it out, and then it gets spicy, it gets juicy. And I will say it is worth the wait for that. So I do love the King brothers, and I really wish Megan Quinn. I wish that you will turn this series into a movie or something, I would buy the very first ticket. I promise you. Only for the week. First of all, let's get into the cover. Second of all, this story had me in a chokehold this summer. I cannot, y'all. Okay, so Janelle, her sister is getting married to her ex. You heard that right. Janelle's sister is getting married to her ex, but she is totally okay with it. She made her peace. They had a mutual breakup, but everyone in her family and friends are all concerned, saying, "Oh my God, how are you feeling about this?" Blah blah blah. She's like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I'm fine. Whatever." But there seems to be some kind of animosity coming from her sister this whole time when Janelle hasn't done anything to make her feel that way. So it's kind of weird. So you guys have to like pay attention, clock that, try to clock that. Um, but her ex's best friend, Jerome, is also coming to the wedding. This wedding is placed in Cancun, so they're going out there a week before the wedding. So it's just a wedding party. And the best man has always had a thing for her. And let me tell y'all, that chemistry, the chemistry starts right away. Okay, it starts right away, and I don't know about y'all, but I love when the chemistry starts right away. It's not immediately spicy right off the back, but the chemistry, the flirting, the how she explains the eye contact. It's top tier in this book. It's top tier. Janelle definitely gives him the runaround, but he's like, "Listen, baby, I am a grown man. I ain't gotta have nobody." Anyways, they become they become like little sneaky links behind everybody's back without them knowing or whatever like that, and try to get that going for the week. But obviously one of them wants more. But I'm gonna let y'all read that. I'm gonna let y'all read that, and there's some drama. There's definitely some drama. I ain't gonna get into the drama. You're gonna have to read this book in order to find out what that drama is. All you need to know is this is definitely worth the read. This was my top romance book of the summer, definitely. And the spice, yes, there is definitely spice in here, and I think that kicks off pretty soon as well. I think that's within the second on the third chapter, but you gonna be gushing okay by the first chapter. Let me tell you something. But this is, yes, absolutely. Okay, I told y'all I love my Megan Quinn book, so I needed to do another Megan Quinn book this summer. So of course there's Christmas in July. I'm a big Christmas girly, so I read How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. This was good. Um, I enjoyed it mostly because it really gave the Christmas feel, because I wanted something Christmassy. I was feeling the Christmas feels, and it was Christmas in July. This definitely gave a good Christmas feel. It was really cute. There was a lot happening in here. There was they live in a small Christmas little town. Well, they live in a small little town, and Christmas is really big. So they have these traditions and these games. Okay, so Story has to come back to help her aunt Cindy, who has broken her hip and everything. And she used to go to this little town every Christmas when she was little, and she stopped coming when she was around 18 or so. And she always had this connection with the little boy next door to her Aunt Cindy's house. So she finally came back to help her Aunt Cindy because her Aunt Cindy has broken her hip and she needed help. So she came back during Christmas time, and there was something that happened that she didn't want to come back, but of course, family emergency, so she said to help. Anyways, the boy next door has grown all up and is looking handsome as ever. Hold on, let me show y'all a picture. Just a little, just a little picture. Just a little picture. Okay, so he's grown up, looking extra scrumptious, scrumptious, and this is also a frenemies to lovers, and it was definitely more on his side because he has a grudge about something that I will not say, but the spice is definitely real. There's some stuff that happens with a candy cane, and y'all just gonna have to see what happens with that candy cane. Okay, you just gonna have to see what happens with that candy cane. So Um, anyways, they enter the competition. There's this big Christmas competition, and they are going head to head. It's a funny little Christmas tradition thing, and they're going head to head with this competition. I will say at the end was super cute for me. I love when things just go beyond. Like there's the ending, and then there's just a little snippet into their little future of what their outcome and everything. I just love things like that, especially like shows and everything. That's great. So she did great in this book too. The Paradise Problem. First of all, I am a sucker for good, beautiful covers. I don't even read the back cover. The cover is what brings me in. That's what draws me in is the cover. And this one is so beautiful. It's so vibrant. In this book, I read it this summer. It definitely gives you vacation vibes. It feels like you're on the island with them. Anna and Wes has gotten married, but only so they can share housing or something like that. But they don't have any contact with each other unless they need like a family function or whatever. Their marriage is almost up. Wes has only married her in order to get his inheritance. They have to be married for about 5 years, I believe. And Anna married Wes in order to have housing for throughout college and everything. Anyways, fast forward, he needs Anna to come to his sister's wedding. It's on some kind of private island because his family is super loaded. Um, because his family has some suspicions if they are married for 5 years, then he gets his inheritance. And his sister is getting married, so she has to come in order to keep up this charade. They get to the island, or first of all, she has to get dolled up because she's kind of like a hot mess. She's been paycheck to paycheck, just got let go from her job, and she's also trying to take care of her dad. So she's like, okay, I'll do it, but for some extra money. So that happens. Anyways, they go to this island. Talk about the mother in law from hell, bro. Mother in law from hell. Sister's nice, brother's nice, but the family, like I mean, the parents, they are straight from hell. It's crazy. But the island, it definitely gives the island vibes. They start having this cute little connection. It is a slow burn. Just a fair warning, it is a slow burn. They do start to have kind of a little bit of connection. Um, just going there, like even it starts on the airplane. So it's really a cute little witty romance. Spice, there's not too much spice in here. I'll give the spice around a 3, really. But the outcome of a story is worth it. I think it's really cute. This is a definitely recommendation romance. Again, slow burn and everything. So yeah. If He Had Been With Me series. Okay, so this, I wasn't expecting the events that took place in this book. I heard that it was good, but I never went in depth about what the book was about. Um, but I was not disappointed. It was very sweet. It was very cute, and it was also kind of heartbreaking. But like, what's a good romance without a little bit of heartbreak, right? So, in the first book, Autumn and Finn grew up together. Their mothers are best friends. And they were close at one point, but once they got to high school, they kind of split off from each other and got their own group of friends or whatever. And all the while, they experienced these feelings for each other, but they never acted on it. They just kind of kept to each other, kept to themselves, really. Um, there's something that happens. I do not want to spoil it for you guys, but um, it just caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. I knew it was going to be sad, but I didn't know what it was going to be about. It did, the sadness did catch me off guard. But that's where the second book comes in because I really appreciate the second book going into detail about the aftermath of everything and how everything's going to turn out and how everything works out in the end. So I just really appreciated this book. I just really enjoyed the read to it. It wasn't just sad, but it was an emotional read. Okay, it was not too emotional now, but it got you on your feels, yes, but it was also a lot of cute parts and everything, and it was enjoyable. It was definitely enjoyable. I do definitely recommend this series. It's a high school romance, So nothing too crazy, no spice or anything in here, but yes. All right, guys, that's all the recommended romances that I have that I've read so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more, I do have more content coming. So if you do want more, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and come back again later. Okay, bye, fairies.